Hello, brothers and sisters. My goodness. You know what this Abna Aragawi Debre Damo means? Abna Aragawi was a man from Istanbul, from Turkey. So all these seven saints, was it nine saints, who came from all this ancient Roman era, were all of them Jewish. Okay, so this Abna Aragawi came from Istanbul, Constantinople that time. Okay, so he was climbing to the top of this mountain, you know, this Debre Damo, Abna Aragawi Debre Damo of St. Afes Mejana Niro Orona. Okay, so they were using this allegory, climbing to the top of the mountain, my friend. What it means is like the man was holding a wheelie, my friend, a wheelie, okay, like a big snake. So he was climbing to the top of the mountain, to the top of the mountain, my friend. What it means is like climax, orgasm, wanking. So that we teach Mr. Yemane Gabramaskar Charlie, okay? So his name is a hidden name to mean Charles, King Charles, okay? So this crafty man, Abna Aragawi Damu, Abna Aragawi, Komo Gabriel, Chamon Zahawar, Komo Goro Lion. He was one king, my friend. Then he burned his spear. Okay, so he go all this Hagos Kisha. Hagos means in Tigonia slang, like a man's wheelie, okay? So this Abna Aragawi Damu climbed to the top of the mountain, my friend, holding a man's wheelie, wanking, okay? So they tried to make us wankers, okay? So in ancient Habesha people, Eritrea and Ethiopia, they have three prisons, okay, called Weni, Ambagesem, and this Debre Damo, Abna Aragawi. So these areas where people who were suspected of very important, influential, who are going to be princes or kings in the future, they used to lock them on the three mountains, okay? And they throw them away, my friend. Dead. Nobody can talk about them, okay? So that way, Wuheni means an Amharic word, prison, dungeon, okay? Abna Aragawi Damo, they kill you, my friend. Now in the West, they give you medication or injection and they kill him often. Okay, so this Wani, Ambagasem, and so Wani is somewhere in Gondar or Waldo. Ambasaim, sorry. Ambasaim is in Gondar, Waldo as well, okay? Somewhere there. And Abna Aragawi Damo is in Sanafes, Majana. So these Majana people are really crafty, often, okay? People like Hagos Kisha, economy minister for the Eritrean leader, okay? And Yemane Gabramaskar, information minister, often. So they had this old key, often. So that area, this guy, Abna Aragawi came to that area during King Gabramaskar. So that's why you have this Yemane Gabramaskar Charlie, dwarf man, okay? Information minister. So this Abna Aragawi man, he was Istanbul Turkish man, Roman Empire that time. So he climbed to the top of mountain, one king. So that's allegory. When they take a picture of this Abna Aragawi, old man would be able climbing to the top of mountain. It's an allegory. It's an analogy. He was just living there, one king. Okay? Willy man. So these people, all these Majana people, this, Makonnen or Rezene or all these people, like, Rezene, Tsigereda or Fiori, like, as a kid, literally, we as the family, we built our hotel, Hotel in Adaya, okay? So I was the first boy in the family, so I had to fetch water from Kalaiwanda. There used to be a dam, all these pebbles and gravel, what's the word, cobbles to create this cement for the building of our bedrooms, okay? So from number 7 all the way to number 15, 8 or 7, 8 rooms were built by this our neighbor called Mr. Tsagai Gebrselassie, okay? They are attached to our building, okay? So they used to call them Natsanat restaurant, Natsanat Independent, okay? So their son is married to my sister from here, okay? So we used to plant rose flower in that garden. That rose used to have red red, kind of like a really deep red, okay, or a white one. It used to have really lovely fragrance, my friend. It was you can smell the fragrance of that rose flower all the way in the surrounding area in our hotel, a house, okay. So the wife of Mr. Abu Tsegay, our neighbor Tsegay Gabrasilase, Marhawis, my sister husband, was the one that my dad hired him to build. He was like a masonry builder, okay? So he had all this wood for the scaffolding, all that kind of stuff. Because his wife was called Rosina, okay? In Tigrinya, that rose is called Rosa flower, okay? Or Rosina. If you change that name into a man, it's called Rosene. Very clever, okay? So when I came into this country to get a job, to Starbucks, they brought this Francophone, maybe from Zaire, I don't know, black kind of kinky in 2004, 2003 at Starbucks, Hayes Galleria, called Rosie, okay? So we used to have colleagues like Vanessa Perez from Spain, Kamal, I don't know, Algeria or Morocco or something. Okay, and Sandra from Latina country. So, mind you, okay, so that Rosie is a code name, so that a reminder for the rose flower in our hotel. It's a really massive hotel in my country, in the city, Andrea, okay? So that's Rosie. When I joined the NHS in 2011 at South London in the Muslim Mental Hospital, my line manager was called Rosie Jonas Peregrine, okay? Rose Marfan, that's rose flower. Who hates rose, okay? And when I went to nurse in East London Commissioning Support Unit, part of this NHS for 4 years, yeah, starting from 2003, July or June or July, I think, at initially it was Warren Street. So my line manager was called Rosie Martin, artificial teeth, fake teeth. She used to be a nurse in Ethiopia, okay, during this farming area. Massive lady. Her name was Rosie Martin, okay? So more Rosie. When I came to Portsmouth, okay, the friend of my sister's husband, Marawi, was called Rezene, okay? So that Rose again, okay? And he brought a woman, a wife called Tsiri, that means Rose in Tigrinya, okay? So this guy approached me at YMCA called Rezene Abadi. His wife is called Froini, somewhere in Brixton. Okay, she used to live with us at YMCA. Okay, his wife now, they have a restaurant somewhere in Brixton near Adulis called Rodas Restaurant. Okay, Ethiopia restaurant. Okay, so that's Rose magic name, Mafan. Okay, so this guy is from around this area in Sana'a, Amna Aragawi, and all this kind of like Devradam. Okay, so this Amna Aragawi is one of these 9 saints who came from the Roman Empire in somewhere in 300 after Christ or 400. Okay, so this Amna Aragawi, all the 3 prison systems, they used to push them to the cliff, and all these princes and all these kings, future kings, were thrown away. So these 3 mountains, Waheni, Ambasay, and Amna Aragawi Damo, okay, were people who were supposed to be or suspected very influential to be kings and princes for the future. They used to throw them from the cliff mountain. So this guy, Rezene Abadi, all this Rosie is Rezene in Portsmouth, and his wife Tsireda is from somewhere in Monoxoito, okay, around Europe, around South Africa, around that mountain, okay. So that's really the prison system. So in Eritrea, they used to push you from the cliff and you're dead. In the West, they inject you in needle or medicine, so they slash you up, they kill you, okay. So this Amna Aragawi, or one common climbing, allegory for climax orgasm in this Amna Aragawi Damo church in Smajana San Afri area is that power. Okay, so they take his sexuality. Okay, so this Abatsige, the head of the church of this Eritrea from this area, used to be a real weapon for this communist dog administration. Okay, and the city got more from this Yemani Charlie Yemani Gabramaskan, dwarf man, information minister of Eritrea, because they know this information, man. Okay, so the key is this Amna Aragawi Debre Damo, that our people worship, man, a faith, one common old man from Istanbul, a Jewish. All these 9 saints are Jewish, okay. So when I came to Nottingham, to stay in my sister's house. She gave me this little room, and there was this big guy. Anaraga is an art. They Habesha people painted to kind of like imitate the effigy of this Amnaragawi being one command, like orgasm. Okay, so I don't think our people know it very well. Okay, so this Yamanagaram is really snake, my friend. And the same thing is Hagos Kisha. Okay, slang Hagos means like weedy, man, weedy. So this Amnaraga was just wanking with a big willy